In this video, we're going to talk about the sales plan in revenue and in pieces and discuss which price applies where. I have Outperform Planning ready on my right-hand side monitor, so I'll move over there and I will share that with you. So here's the application and we will log in and go to our favorite product, FDSP. That's the training product. Might as well put that into my watch list and switch that on. And let's go to a report, a sales report training that shows how much we've been selling in prior 2 years from now. We've not made any sales plan for the future. In this demo data set, the date is April 21. So we're a little bit behind the time, and therefore 2020 and 2019 are our 2 history years. Where do these historical sales come from? Obviously from our ERP system. They are imported over the sales orders table, and then they are present as sales orders in all their glorious detail. If I would then want to display the history in revenue, I will tick revenue and I will see the numbers in euros or dollars, depending what region you're living in. So for every 50 units, I think I remember in April, we collect 1,650 euros. And what is that based on? That is based on the sales order that is stating that for this customer in Brussels, this customer ABCD Foods, we're selling 10 units at the price of 330. And then there is another customer that we sell to, and that we sell 10 units for 290, so 1 unit for $29. I can, of course, introduce a random change. I could say in April 2019, we had a very good deal with Deal. And let me refresh that. And we sold everything for like 1,000. And if I then import my data, and do my store sales orders, and I look at my training report, and I go to the measure revenue again, then I can see I made a lot more money in those early months in 2019. So there should be no surprise. The history is based on the facts as collected from the ERP system. But what about the future? Is the future also going to be based on ERP? Yes, but it's going to be based on ERP pricing data. And what you sold in the past in your historical sales orders may have had all sorts of arrangements and anomalies. That's not necessarily what you want to apply going forward. And what you apply going forward is based on your master data. So let's get back to stock keeping unit and assume that we sell the same in the next year as what we did in the previous year. What will that then look like in revenue? 1,650 is also the same, exactly the same revenue as last year. And how does that work? Well, that's based on price data, and I'm going to show you what price data are being applied. There's the average sales price of 31, but the average sales price may be refined for the individual customers. And the individual customers, DEAL or ABCD Foods is buying it for 33, and Jago Co-op is buying it for 29. If I now say, well, from now on, there should be 35 and this should be 31, then of course my revenue in the future is going to be higher. It's got my 6% increase and 7% increase there. Although I'm selling the same number of units, I'm just collecting more money for it. Now that is a little bit too easy, and maybe I should flip this back and say this is going to be 33 and 29 again, and reflect the fact that I first need to negotiate a new price with my customers, and then only I can apply them. So let's now say we adjust the sales price over time, and we say that for customer deal, from the 1st of May onwards, I am selling it for 35. And let's say make it somewhat clearer change. I'm selling it for 100. And I look at my report, and then suddenly I get gigantic numbers going forward. So you really see this step change. Now that's of course not realistic. So let's go back from, let's say, the 33 to the 35. Let me recall this. It was 33, and let's make a realistic sales price over time 35. And then I just get a more gentle increase, and that is all the more realistic. But let's now say the sales price goes up even further, and in the month of August I managed to go up again to another 36. But then of course I've overplayed my cards, and in October I need to back down, and I need to get back to the 33 again. And this is how I will do that. Takes a bit of practice, but after you've learned the tricks of the trade, you will soon appreciate that it's much easier than just filling it out for every week or every month that you need to go. In this way, you can really do it by date. So if you're having a price change in the middle of the month, then the system will also take care of that. And yeah, I can see that my revenue follows the logic, and is back to reflecting the prices as I increase and decrease them over the course of the year. I realize I need to explain one more thing about sales price over time. If I go back to the report sales price over time, I can see, make it a bit larger, that on the 1st of May, I have my price increase to 35, on the 1st of August, 36, and then on the 1st of October, I go back to this 33 again. But it so happens that 33 is also the default sales price for this product customer combination. So the better way to do this is to say I go back to the default price and leave this field empty. You get the same result, but the subtle difference, of course, is this is making the statement that I want to go back to the default price being maintained either at the product customer level or at the product level. This was really it on revenue and pricing. I'll do a quick recap. First of all, in history, the price is based, the revenue is based on the revenue as collected per order line, and every order line can have a number of pieces and an amount of revenue collected, and then the price for that order line is the revenue divided by the number of pieces, and all the order lines are being summed up. So in history, you're just showing the facts. In the future, there are three choices. There is the standard price on product level. If nothing else is provided on data, this will be the price that will be applied. Then there is the price at product and customer level. And then there could be a further override or further refinement with a sales price over time, which you can set up by product customer. Just that the relevance of that default sales price, if I would now open another relationship to Kerry Foods and don't bother to specify any price, then if we go back to stock keeping unit and we start selling 1 unit a month, what price are we expecting here? I'll give you a few seconds to reflect, but I don't think it should be a strong surprise if I now show this and it'll come to 31. And 31 is the price on the product level. If this price is changed to 32, well, let's change it to 42. Charming number. Then this price is being applied here, but these areas are not being affected because these areas, these product customer relationships, they rely on price levels specified here at that detailed level and even here with the sales price over time. That was it. I hope you enjoy the video and see you in the next one.